Okay, so let's talk about accommodation. I know you guys have talked about accommodation already. So let's assume that I arrive, get somebody to get me an apartment. I arrive and then I realize that I don't like the apartment. What do I need to do? Is that something I can do, or I have to just, manage that like that?
Depending on the reason you want to like change the apartment. I mean, if it's something very serious, like it's an medical emergency or it's an allergy, like maybe your roommate has a pet or an animal that you're allergic to, then you can like you have to change, or it's something very serious. But I think if it's something very minor, like you came and you don't like the size of the bed or something, I think it's something you can manage for like a semester or a year, and then you can change. And for changing, I don't think it should be much of a problem because, I mean, depending on your school, there'll be various apartments around that you can inquire from. And depending on how financially strong you are, you can move to a better apartment. I mean, starting out as an international student is better for you to save and be at somewhere you actually have a roof and you have like basic amenities that you can use and somewhere you can sleep. And so I don't think you should look for something so luxurious where you want, a penthouse or a 16th floor or something, something. If you have a 4-in-1 apartment, you can manage it for the meantime, and then when you're done, you can find your way around. And so, yeah.
Is it easy? Is it easy to break out of a lease agreement? Let's say you sign a lease, can you easily get out of that? Do you think?
It depends, depending
Yeah.
on the land.
Okay.
Especially when you are being asked to pay for a security deposit. If you try to break the contract, you will not get your security deposit back.
Mm,
Unless you get a God fearing landlord who understands that you're a student and knows where you're coming from. But then
yeah.
it's not easy to bridge it. But the fact that others also wanted a place and you booked it, they are not
Yeah.
it's not going to be easy.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, and that's why it's very important to like read the lease agreement before you sign. You make sure
Mm,
you read it and understand what is in there so that when you have to leave or you have to breach it, you know what to do and
yeah.
how to handle that. Because it's very common for me. Normally, if the thing is long, I don't have time. I'm not going to read all of that. I need a place to sleep, so I'll just sign it, give you the place to sleep. So, but this place, the laws work, and it's very important for you to read every single thing. You are signing something, read it, understand it. If you don't understand something, ask before you sign. Otherwise, you sign something, by the time you realize you are in jail or you are on the streets. So it's very important to read these agreements, whatever contract you are signing before you do.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what you guys said is 100% the case, or maybe I should say 99%, the case. Once you sign it by law, you have to stick to the agreement. Just that once in a while, like the case of John, who is not here, right? John, when he was moving to his new school, he transferred, and so he had the transfer documents and all those things. And because of that, he went to the those in charge and he spoke with them, and they allowed him. They gave the room to somebody else, right? But this is not the case all the time. Once in a while, it can work, but by law, you are supposed to continue paying even if you leave. So that's just something to keep in mind. But you can always depend on if you have a good reason, you can try and see. Just if you want to say something.
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm going to say that those who have families here, like brother, uncle, sister, or father or mother over here, let them be your guarantor. If they sign up as a guarantor, it saves you from paying the fee deposit, because my sister signed as a guarantor for me, so I didn't pay the fee deposit when I was looking for accommodation. And then also, since most of those who are coming in might not get a car, kindly look for accommodation that's very close to your school, because when especially when you are going to a place like Alaska, where it snows very heavy. When it snows, you are going to find difficulty when getting a bus, and especially going to a small city like Johnson City, where the bus system doesn't run through frequently. You're going to be in a difficult situation. That's what I'm going to say.
If I am looking for an apartment, what are the documents that I'm required to submit?
So with my own, they requested for my passport, and then my passport, the biodata, and then my visa, and then my I-20, and then I think when I got to JFK, they stamped my passport too. I think the I-94, that I-94 form too. They took that one, and then because I had a guarantor, they took my sister's ID, which is driver's license, and that's it.
Yeah. If you're already in the US and then you want to move to another apartment, like a new apartment, you would have to give them your social security number, because they would have to run a background checks on you before they can give you the apartment. And they are going to check your credit score as well to make sure you can actually pay your rent once they give you the opportunity to be in the room. So that is something that you should keep in mind as well. Here in the US, yeah, they go by the books. So your social security, you have to make sure everything is clean to make sure you don't have any criminal record. Because if you have, they will not give you the apartment. And also your credit score to show that, oh, you are somebody that when you borrow you are able to pay. So those are some things that you should keep in mind. I think Ernest was also talking about you can leave the apartment if the place is not conducive for you, like maybe allergies and stuff like that. So let me tell you my story some time ago, many years ago. Everything I say is probably many years ago, right? So this was in 2018. There were some Ghanaians that when they were coming, I got them a place. So when they came, they were living with me. Their rooms had a leakage. So whenever it rained, at the time too, it was raining a lot. So then the rain will, enter their rooms and all of that. We went to the people for them to fix it. We chased them over and over and over. They were not fixing this thing. So then I got angry, and then I went to the legal services. Every school has legal service, which can actually render service to you for free. So it's like they can represent you more like a lawyer, right? You can easily get a lawyer from the school. So so we had to take the people to court, and on the day of the hearing, they came to us. They came to the lawyer. The lawyer came to me that they want out of court settlement. They'll give us some money, and then maybe like $300 or so, and then they will fix it. They promised to fix it in 1 week, which means that if I had not taken them to court, they wouldn't have taken us seriously, because we're international students. So sometimes you have to know your rights, and then yeah. So we took the out of court settlement, the $300, because I didn't even I gave it to the guys because they were the ones suffering, but they promised to fix it in 1 week. It took a bit more than 1 week, but they eventually fixed it very like quickly, which wouldn't have been the case if we had not taken them to court, right? So that is something for you to yeah. I'm a peaceful person, but sometimes I don't like certain things, right? But I'm very peaceful. So we've taken care of accommodation. Now Adam asked a question. He said, what are some of the things that he should do in his first week? So let's say he arrives in school today. By next week, what are some of the things that he should have done? Should he book a meeting with his professors? Should he start reading ahead? Should he start going to the library? Like those things. What will you guys say? Adam is a serious student, so what will you tell Adam?